How's it going, YouTube? The Real Sequoia here, and this is the first episode of Unmentionables. So the main topic of today is muscle dysmorphia and body image. So first off, let's define muscle dysmorphia. So the definition on Google, a psychological disorder marked by a negative body image and an obsessive desire to have a muscular physique. This weighs in on people, and kids take note of how people react to big, strong characters like, you know, superheroes like Captain America, right? He comes out of this freaking thing and he's just super buff and like ridiculous and his muscles are bulging out on him and he's poking you in the eye. Yeah. So I'm going to start off with my personal story with muscle dysmorphia. It actually started when I was in high school. I was on the football team, and all the guys just wanted to be bigger. They wanted to be bigger and stronger, and that was the thing you needed to be in football, was bigger and stronger to be able to defend your quarterback, and, you know, as the sport goes, right? And so everybody was in the gym all the time, and everybody wanted to be bigger than one another. And if you couldn't lift a certain weight, you were looked at as weak, or you were looked at as, you know, a lesser of the crowd. And it was really damaging, I think, to a lot of people, a lot of my friends. Me specifically, when I was in high school, I came in as a freshman weighing 135 pounds and being 6'3", I think, freshman in high school, and they put me as a tackle. So my coach actually put me on line. Doesn't make sense, really. I kind of thought they were trying to kill me. I mean, I wouldn't really put it past those coaches. They were kind of insane and extremely inappropriate. But besides that point, it really was a very awkward stage, and it really kind of did form my whole body image concept. And I think that's a lot where the muscle dysmorphia in my life comes from. This negative body image that permeates my skin and you know, has affected me for a while now. I've taken protein, I've taken creatine, I've taken all this stuff that, you know, the internet tells you to take to get bigger. So I've taken all of those supplements, and obviously I just have a body type that has just gone through my family. We're just slim. We're slim folks. So that's where my body image issues came from, right? Was high school and football. The main place now, obviously, you see muscle dysmorphia is any gym you walk into. You basically see every dude who stays there more than an hour or so is gigantic. Like, every dude is built from the ground up. Well, from the sky down, because their legs look like toothpicks. It's all about, right? It's all about what you look like in the mirror. It's all about what you see in front of you, and what is reflected. And it's so funny because you look at guys and they look totally disproportionate. Their legs are skinny, they have bulky shoulders in the front, and they have bulky chests, and they have all these, you know, all these attractive attributes to themselves, and they feel like they need to make it better and bigger to be accepted, which I feel like is so unhealthy. Where does all this come from? Obviously, we all know the answer, right? The media, celebrities, selfies, you know, print magazines, workout routines, workout videos online, ads that you see on Facebook. All of these suggest that you need to look a different way or a certain way to be accepted into society or to feel good about yourself, right? There's these impossible standards set by celebrities specifically, and print magazines. You see it everywhere. It's all subliminal, right? But those subliminal messages add up. And when they add up, they form something that is extremely unhealthy and completely destructive. Learning to recognize that these things are all around us. I'm talking about specifically guys right now, but I know the equivalent is the model industry for women. You know, skinny is better. All of these standards that are set by the mainstream media and society now, they're all crazy. They're all absolutely crazy. I like to compare it to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and Narcissus and Echo, right? They all have this self-awareness. And once that self-awareness becomes internalized, it's hard to break away from. And I think that's super difficult to manage, right? Because Narcissus, right, he sees his reflection in the water and then instantly falls in love with himself, right? And so all of this, the selfies was what I mentioned before, right? This self-obsession. Anyways, I'm on a tangent. I suggest you read Narcissus and Echo and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. It really gives you an interesting perspective on just kind of self-awareness and body image and you know, what you look like and how that affects you internally and how that actually shapes who you are and how you interact with people. And I know that's kind of common knowledge, but it really, all the subliminal messages really do add up, and they are extremely destructive. So I just want to really just stress that point. So I would say, how do we remedy this, right? How do we remedy this constant pressure and destructive nature that society and the media has constructed for us? I think, and this is so hard to do because we're all based around devices and stuff like that. We constantly see our faces through Snapchat, through Instagram, through Facebook. You know, we're constantly looking at ourselves. But I think our real remedy is to just be around people and be off your phone and realize that society is not going to dictate and should not dictate what we think about ourselves. You are beautiful just the way you are. You don't need to change anything. The way you were born, the way that you grew up, how your body is now is perfect. You don't need to change it. Don't be disillusioned by the mainstream media. I'm talking to guys and I'm talking to girls, men and women. You know, from early teens to, you know, whoever's watching who's, you know, who's a little bit older. Don't let things like that get into your life and get into your heart and affect who you are. I think the first step is to realize that we all have an issue with this. We all have some kind of body image issue. So obviously this is different than like working out to be healthy and you feel like you're overweight so you need to work out, or you feel like you're underweight and you need to eat more, or, you know, build more muscle or stuff like that. That's a different subject. I'm talking about specifically never being satisfied with your body image. That is so destructive, not only to yourself, but to everyone around you. And you know, it's not your fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's the media's fault. It's not specifically one person. Just love everyone around you. Tell everyone around you that they're beautiful and that they don't need to change who they are, or what they look like to be accepted. You're accepted just the way you are, and you should be accepted just the way you are. I don't care whether you're hairy or have perfect soft baby skin, or you're big or you're small, or you're fairy sized, or you're, I don't know, covered in peanut butter, or whatever you like to do on your Friday nights. Doesn't matter. You could do whatever you want. That's the beauty of choice. That's the beauty of having a personality. All these impossible standards are so hard to live up to. They're so difficult. Like in all the movies where all the guys take off their shirts, you know, like the James Bond, you know, Daniel Craig, and he's like, you know, getting out of the water and he tussles his hair back and he's like, yeah, like the water's dripping off of his abs and he's like horses and leather and tobacco and leather chairs and leather ripping off of my skin. Leather, the feeling of leather, body hair, sexy, dripping curves, all of this sexiness. I'm Daniel Craig. I'm 007. Thanks again, you guys, for watching. If you like my video, please subscribe. If you have any comments or you want to share your story about muscle dysmorphia or negative body image, please use the space below to share your story. The real Sequoia here. Thanks for watching.